Yes, guys and girls, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on my channel as a 23. This video is going to be the start of a new series on my channel where we show you guys locations where to find certain junk items such as acid, ballistic fiber, lead, all that good stuff. As you can tell by the title of the video, this one is going to be acid, so we're going to kick it off with a nice one and we're going to jump straight into the locations. Now I'm already at the first location, which does net us quite a bit of acid. It's one of my favorite locations personally, and that is, let's jump up the map, Silver Homestead. Really nice location. I think in total we get like 6 bags of chlorine, a couple of coolants, some Abrox cleaner, rat poison, stuff that you really wouldn't want to eat in real life. So we're going to start off, you fast travel, you'll be round about here, maybe further down there, wherever the game wants to put you, and we're going to head off to this little shack over here. So jump down here, lovely lady there. She's not very happy with her life, probably because I'm about to take an antifreeze bottle, but it is the first one right here, antifreeze bottle. If we go into our junk, we can see that that gives us 2 acid, which is very nice. I'll tell you what, let's actually tag acid for search so that it comes up and I can show you guys that it definitely does give you acid. Once you've picked that up, you're going to want to head over to this little hangar over here. Apologies if my audio is a little bit loud in game as opposed to my voice. My settings on Fallout reset for some reason. But once you're in this hangar, there's gonna be a coolant here, so we're gonna take that. As you can see, it's marked for search as well. There's gonna be a coolant here, and there's also gonna be Abrox cleaner right here. All of that gives us acid. So far we have got what, 7 acid. Nice. We're gonna come out here. Obviously we've already been to the one on the left. We're going to head up to this raggedy looking shack up here. You will get some rad roaches in there, by the way, guys. I've cleared out enemies when I was checking to see if the items were already here. So once we come inside of this raggedy looking shack, we're going to notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of chlorine there. On top of the chlorine, we're going to notice an antifreeze bottle. And then just on the stairs, very sneakily, is rat poison. Oh, actually, all this time. You know what? Rat poison doesn't even give you acid. All this time, I thought it did. Wow, crazy. I'm going to take that as well. Office desk fan. The acetone canister. And that. And if we go upstairs, we will notice that there's another bag of chlorine. So we'll take that. And that is all the acid for this location. So if we jump into component view, we've got 27 acids so far. That is lovely. We're going to jump into the next location right now. Okay guys, so the second location isn't very far from where we were originally. So obviously we were in Silver Homestead. If you come just south of Silver Homestead, you will find Lewis and Sons Farming Supply. If you need Vault 76 or reference, yeah, it's over here. And it'll probably cost a couple of caps. You could even run if you're very stingy. You could just sprint down in a straight line. But like I said, it'll spawn you round about here somewhere. Keep on going straight. We're gonna get a couple bottles of coolant in this one. Keep on going, and this is what we're looking for here. So we jump over this fence, and you'll notice that we've got 1, 2, 3 bottles of coolant. Let me just open the store a sec. I'll tell you what, between this area and the area we were in just before, Silver Homestead, you can get enough mut fruit. Does fertilizer have... Nah, does fertilizer... I never knew that fertilizer was there. Does it have... Bag of fertilizer? It has acid in. All this time I've been ignoring that. You know, oh my god. I've been ignoring that one, guys. It's only because I've seen the corn through the window and I thought to myself, ah, you get, like, you can build some potatoes, carrots, mut fruit, you know, get some adhesive, and all this time there's been bags of fertilizer there. Wow, I never knew that. So to be fair, this area has changed quite a lot, because you used to be able to come out of here and go inside of this place and get a makeshift battery, but obviously now it's part of the Putnam residence as of the Steel Dawn DLC. But wow, you learn something new every day. I've been doing this run so many times. I just come straight in here, I leave the empty bottle, I grab the free coolants, and I've never even bothered to look inside here for that coolant. Wow, I feel like an absolute mug. Anyway, that's me being silly. Let's move on to the third location. Alright people, so after I've recovered from that highly embarrassing moment that is caught on camera, and I can't really edit out because the items are not going to spawn for another day, so it's there for you all to laugh at me. We're at the next area, which is Blackwater Mine. Everyone knows where Blackwater Mine is. It is host to what I personally think is the best event on Fallout 76, which is Uranium Fever. If you're familiar with Blackwater Mine, you will know that there will be a bunch of mole miners popping around here. I've already gone ahead and killed them, but you're going to want to follow my path, come straight through this gate, and you see these two trailers right by here. We'll go into the first one, and we're going to find coolant just by there. Oh no, makeshift battery, sorry, that's what I'm looking for there. The empty bottle of coolant threw me off there. I'm still recovering from the embarrassment in the last area, so we're going to take that makeshift battery, and then we're going to go into the next trailer where we will find a proper bottle of coolant. You know, you got plenty of loot around this area as well: duct tape, canned food, handmade glue, all that stuff. I'm not here for that at the moment, so we're going to come out of here. I just can't get over that last one. We're going to jump into this area, and we are going to find where is it? It's in here. Let me turn my light on so you can see it. Abrox cleaner, industrial grade, so we're going to pick that up. I think that's the only bit of acid in this area. I haven't been... Oh, there's a stinging barb in there. That's got acid in there. That's not always going to be there, by the way. That's just really lucky. I haven't done an acid farm in a while, so I think that's the only one in there. And once we pop into here, as you can see, I've killed a bunch of enemies. We're going to find coolant there. Coolant there. I think this one might be empty. Yeah, this one's empty, but we've got a makeshift battery there. You will sometimes get a mod and like high-powered magnet, which I'm going to take because there's decent loot around here. And coolant here as well, which I believe is the last of the acid round here. Let me just... No, it's not. I'm sure we got some coolant in here. And I believe it is... knocking around here somewhere. Is that it? No, that's empty coolant. I will take the high-powered magnet and the yellow canister anyway. Oh, there it is. Yeah, coolant at the top. I knew there was one more in here, so that's another bottle of coolant, which is nice. And if we take a look at our junk right now in component view, we are on 52 acid. And you know what? I feel like I've learnt more than you guys in this video. I've made some howlers. I can't believe that bag of fertilizer. I'm gonna let you guys laugh at me, and then we're gonna jump into the next area. Alright, so we're here at our next spot, which is Flatwoods. Everyone should know Flatwoods. I think it's like one of the first quests you ever do on Fallout 76 once you leave the vault. Maybe not now Wastelanders is out, but it used to be. You get some good stuff here. So once we've spawned in Flatwoods, we're going to spawn on this hill round about here, and we're going to run down to this little house by here. I'd say this is probably up there with Homestead in terms of how much we get. We're going to get a bag of chlorine right by here. We're going to come out of there. There's plenty of loot in Flatwoods as well, but I'm just focusing on acid at the moment. We're going to follow them out there, follow where I go to the responder sign, and then there's a acetone canister as well, but there's also a makeshift battery here. I'm going to take the acetone canister as well because I have a component mag for search in there. It's not acid, but I do have a component mag for search in there. Once we've got that makeshift battery, we're going to carry on coming down the main road, and there's a workbench just over here. Oh, really stuck on there? I'm going to jump over that, and we're going to notice a antifreeze bottle here and an antifreeze bottle here. And like I said, there's plenty of loot in here. Look, concrete scrap there. But like I said, we're going to focus on the acid, come back onto the main road. The main road is our friend. We're going to carry on going up the main road, and there's one of them sort of houses that you can't actually get in. But if you turn on the porch, we're going to notice a makeshift battery again. Plenty of loot in there as well. Come back onto the main road once we've got that makeshift battery. Head just up here, and there is another makeshift battery on this little yellow thing. that's going to make me over encumbered again. And then the last spot in Flatwoods is literally this red rocket garage here. I can't sprint there, but we will get there eventually. There'll be a bunch of ghouls around here, like 2 or 3, nothing you shouldn't be able to handle. But once we're in here, we're gonna find a antifreeze bottle there. We're gonna find a bottle of coolant here, and then we're also gonna find 2 Abrox cleaners there, which takes our total acid up to 75. So we're not far off 100, guys. We're gonna go into the next spot now, but yeah, easy enough. There, and there. So I'm gonna jump into the next spot now. Okay guys, so we're at the next location. Up until this point in the video, I've shown you where to find junk items that are just always there and they stagnate and they don't move. This part of the video now, we're going to focus on where we can farm acid by farming enemies rather than just finding junk on the floor. So you're going to want to head all the way to the right side of the map to Tanagra town, and it's going to spawn you just where I've spawned. We're going to head to this little barn on the left first of all, because even though, like I mentioned, this is an enemy spawning spot, we do have a antifreeze bottle here, and we've got a bag of chlorine somewhere, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, bag of fertilizer, sorry. So we do have a bag of fertilizer in there as well. I don't believe there's anything in this one. Yeah, there's nothing in this one. So the main spot here is going to be up this big massive tree. So we're gonna go up these little branches. If you do have marsupial, then it is a lot easier, but follow the path that I take. We're gonna keep going up until we eventually end up in a cave cricket spawn. So jump on here, up this little ramp, and you just keep following the path up to the top of the tree. Takes quite a bit of patience to get up here. You don't want to just jump into things blindly, guys, either. So we're going to jump in here, head up here as well, onto this. Just follow the path I'm taking. I'm trying to minimize my marsupial jumps, so it's a little bit catered to everyone. I'm going to keep going up here. What was that then? Oh, it's a flower. Keep going up here, and this is where the cave is. Now, we're going to get a bunch of crickets in here, and crickets give like 4 to 6 acid when you kill them. So, there's the first one. Pepper him off. Pepper him off. So that's 2 that we've killed. As you can see here, waste acid. Nice and easy kills. Waste acid. I'm only going to take the waste acid on these guys. Waste acid. This is where having bloody mess is quite frustrating, as body parts will be flying everywhere if you've got bloody mess. There's also some gold veins in here as well, and I think there's crystal veins in here if I remember correctly. So you've got gold and crystal there, look. I have a feeling I missed out a body there. No, maybe not. Okay, so that netted us quite a few. I noticed there was one where there was 8. So if we go into our junk, component view, we're on 123 acid. Guys, that is a massive, massive jump. Well worth it. Obviously, I know, you know, we started off on the left side of the map and we started working our way down here. Now we're all the way on the right side of the map, and that can cost you some caps. I'm quite lazy. I don't take the most cap efficient way to get to things, but you know, if you do want to limit your caps, you can also put travel agent perk on, which will make things a lot cheaper to spawn. So we're going to jump into the next location, which is going to be very similar to this. It's going to be one where we're farming enemies rather than farming stagnant items that are just there. So I'm going to skip ahead to that point now. Okay guys and girls, so the next enemy farming spot is not too far from the last spot really. We're just going to head south down here. Had to place my tent up there and get rid of any junk that I had that didn't have acid in, because I was over encumbered. But if you just come down to the left, we'll go into down to the bottom. Sorry, we're going to go to flooded train yard, and the enemies we're going to be fighting here are going to be snallygasters. So you know they're not pussy enemies. They are quite strong. Straight away from spawning, I had some mole rats try and fight me, which probably are the most frustrating mobs on this game. But if you keep going straight, I use my my superbuild to start jumping on things to give me some height, and then once I'm there I can start using VATs to try and find out where the snallygasters are. So like there's one over there for example. I think there's usually like 5 or 6. It looks like I've got a mission as well to clear out flooded train yard. I don't know if that's a repeatable one, because I have done this before. So there's one snallygaster, and as you guys know, snallygasters do give waste acid, which is nice. I'm going to take the asbestos as well, and the berry mentance and the stim packs. So I've got another one here who wants to try and take me on. Go kill him. Another 6. There's one over there. Take him out. Usually there is like 5 or 6. Alright, looks like we got one in there. Where's he at? What have I stood in there? Ah, barbed wire. Take him out. Yeah, I'm gonna reload. Jump back out here. So that was the 4th one. There should be a 5th or 6th. Nothing wrong. Well, actually, it looks like I've completed that side quest that popped up to clear out flooded train yard. So that might be them all. I have had times where I've got 5 or 6. It looks like I only got 4 that time. If we take a look at our thing, we're on 147 acid now, which is really nice. I'm gonna go ahead to the last enemy farming location, which is in a little cave called the Deep. Oh my god, there's another snallygaster there. Banging. Oh my god, we got a couple. Right, so let's take him. Let's quickly go and get this one here. Oh yes, boys, we got a few here. Boom, boom. Boom. Any more? Not seeing anything on that. Okay, so I think that actually is now the last of it. That's took us up to 166, which is amazing. Like I said, I'm going to go to the last spot that I'm going to recommend for farming via enemies, and it's going to be called the Deep. We're going to fast travel there now and jump into it. Alright people, so the last enemy location for acid is right here. It is the Deep. It's just to the left of White Springs Resort. It doesn't take too long to get to. A lot of people know where White Springs is, just south of Somerville. So once you've spawned here, or once you're traveling here, if you are coming from White Springs, you're going to be coming from this direction, so you might run over it. If you're coming from this direction, you're going to see it a little bit easier, but you head up this little hill and there's this little hole in here. So the enemies we're going to be farming inside this hole are crickets. Before we go into this, if you are a bloodied build, you might want to pop a little Radex, because there's a little bit of swimming that we have to do in here, so radiation will be popping up a little bit. I haven't actually farmed the Deep in quite a while. There's just something about the Deep, I'm not really that into it. But obviously for this purpose of the video, we're going to go through here. As you see, there's our first enemy. Glowing crave cricket. Just as before, we got waste acid. Come through here. And like I said, we're going to be doing a little bit of swimming. So we're going to come through here. Keep going, follow the path I'm taking. I'm trying to stay afloat, but my sensitivity is doing my head in. I've actually taken the wrong path there, I think. Where am I going? Let me get my bearings. I generally don't have an Oh yeah, of course. Right, so yeah, you go underwater on this bit. Keep going. Had a bit of a brain fart here, guys. Sorry. I know it's not very professional. Like I said, I haven't found the deep in a while, man. I'm not a fan of the deep. I'm not a fan of having to do this. Look at my radiation. I actually sold all my radaways earlier as well, so I've taken quite a bit of a hit for my HP, but keep going forward. There's usually a bunch of cave crickets by here. Where are they at? I can hear him to my left. Got one there. Keep going through the cave. Another one. Yes. Could you hear him? I'm just doing my head in. Yeah, you can see why this isn't my favorite place to farm acid, but you do get quite a bit. Obviously, you can silver hop as well. If you come outside here, you will be. If you've done the Wastelanders DLC, you will have gone there to get your Chinese stealth suit. And I think that is the end of the cave. Yeah, as far as I can remember, that is the end of the cave crickets. If you have a plasma gun and you're trying to get some plasma gun mods, this is a good place to farm plasma guns as well, because I know they're not the easiest guns to craft and come across. But down here, the people, the Russians, the Chinese, whatever they are, they do use plasma guns, so it's nice and easy to kill them and scrap their plasma guns for mods. So that comes to the end of mobs and enemy farming. I'm going to talk a little bit about capturing workshops and getting acid that way. So first of all, I'm going to go to my camp. Alright guys, so I have fast travel back to my camp where I can deposit my 204 acid into my scrap box. 204 acid for such little amounts of work is lovely. I did kill a floater as well and a stingwing barb, so that's nice. I don't know how much acid I actually have anyway. I got 347 now. But I just want to touch upon capturing workshops for acid while you're doing this. So to be honest, it takes about 20-30 minutes to do the whole run that I just did, depending on how long it takes you to kill enemies such as the Snallygasters, which are quite tough enemies. I've got a really good gun, so it's quite easy to dispose of them quite quick. It may take a little bit longer for you, same with cave crickets, and that's absolutely fine. But one tip I would want to give you guys before starting this run, which I probably should have given you at the beginning of the video, but I completely forgot about it, was capturing 2 workshops that will give you acid. So the first one is Hemlock Hole's maintenance workshop. As you can see in the little graphic there, it produces 3 acid, which means it has 3 separate acid nodes where you can extract acid using the extractors. If I remember correctly, you get a maximum of 10 acid that can be held in the extractor at any given time, and it takes roughly 30 minutes to extract. So that's basically 30 extra acid when you're out collecting the acid, doing what you have done in the video. And the other one is down here. I just traveled to it actually to make sure that it was still down there, but it's Federal Disposal Field. That only has 1. There used to be one just up here, but it is obviously now Foundation. This is why, to be honest, myself, I don't really capture these anymore. I'd rather just quickly get the route out of the way with the enemies and the junk in certain places. But if you really are stuck for acid, then that's an extra 40 acid that you can get just by simply capturing these workshops and letting them run in the background while you're capturing, collecting all the acid that I've shown you in this video. I hope you have enjoyed this video, guys. It's my first junk farming video. I made a couple of mistakes which you probably did notice, and I also learned a couple of things on the video myself, such as that bag of fertilizer being in that location, which still is making me laugh. If you did like the video, obviously leave it a like, give me a little comment, please subscribe to the channel if you did find it helpful. The next one on my list was likely going to be ballistic fiber, and then I'm going to maybe do lead, you know, all the good junk components that you want to try and find as many as possible. So thank you for watching. Peace.